Hey guys, welcome to Mr. Tony's Hip Hop School. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe. Like, share, subscribe. Like, share, subscribe. Thank you. Thanks, guys. Anyway, part two of giving flowers. No, part two to giving props to hip hop artists that I liked coming up and throughout my hip hop years. I'm not gonna say everybody because there's gonna be a lot of people. I'm doing this off the top of my head. I ain't writing nothing down, none of that. I just want to give a shout out, and then actually people, I'm putting names out there so people that don't know these motherfuckers can go back and listen to their shit and be like, "Dude, Tony know what the fuck he talking about? Let me hear this. Let me hear Melly Mel. Motherfucker corny as shit, man. I ain't never heard nobody know Melly Mel. Let me hear this." And then they go to listen to that shit, be like, "Oh shit, now I see what he was saying." So we might have to do that. I was trying to look up because I had put the dude that I was trying to remember the last time. I looked at my search thing because I had just played him not too long ago, but now I can't find. It must have. I played so much music on top of it. I played so much music on top of it that I can't find it, but I'll have a video about this dude because I used to like him, and a lot of people liked him. And it might just come to me as I'm talking, but 82, Grandmaster Flash and the Furious Five ruled. From like 80 to 82. And it was mainly Grandmaster Flash, and then it was Melly Mel. Or it was Grandmaster Flash and Melly, like all them, the Furious Five, all them together. But it was mainly Grandmaster Flash and Melly Mel. They was dominating that time right there. Grandmaster Flash does not get his props. Now, if you go to New York, maybe, but nationwide, no. Grandmaster Flash was being played on the radio all the time, and he had all these hits. He had a whole bunch of hits back then. So Grandmaster, and honestly, I don't think he's one of the greatest DJs neither, because he be, I mean, he too, that's way back in the day. People wasn't DJing thoroughly like that. It was just basic reggae, wiggy, wiggy shit. It wasn't really fine tuned yet. So, Jam Master Jay came along. And even to me, Jam Master Jay wasn't that good. Honestly. He was still basic, woo-woo. He looked like me learning how to DJ sometime. You know what I'm saying? Seriously. But Jam Master Jay is one of my favorite because that's one of my favorite rap groups of all time. I mean, when they was out, that was like my favorite rap group. Run DMC, and like we don't get it, man. Like a lot of like that's how hip hop was, man. Hip hop was just cool, man. Like I don't know what the hell going on now, but yo, hip hop back then, that shit was cool. It was cool. I just think black people as a whole, at least my age, like in my age group, everybody was cool, man. Everything was like about, and this gonna sound stupid to some people, but you dress a certain way, your hair had to be a certain way. I mean, you was just thorough, man. People was thorough back then. Dudes was cool, females was cool. Well, no, dudes was cool, females was fly. And that's how it was back then. It ain't like, I don't even want to go on with the comparisons because I'm going to make myself sound old. So I'm not even going to say nothing about new school. But Run DMC, man. And they only had a 3-year reign. From 83 to 86. I know they came out with Tougher Than Leather in 87. And in '93 they came out with the Down with the King, which to me that shit was corny. That was just some shit they trying to make a little comeback. I mean, it was alright. You know, Pete Rock made that. He produced it, but that wasn't. That's just like Muhammad Ali coming back from. He making a comeback, but he 40. Like that's what that was, man. It wasn't the same. But it was. But they did make that. That song was the shit. But I never played that. I never played that in my car. I didn't want to hear that shit. But Run DMC, man, I know I did this video about the greatest rap groups of all time, and I really think it's Wu-Tang. Tribe is up there too, but Run DMC, like Tribe. Let's put it this way: Run DMC had a huge impact. And only because Run DMC was new, like hip hop was still new. It was still trying to make a name for itself. So Run DMC was huge back then. Cause I mean they made such a big impact because it was different. Nobody seen no shit like these niggas walk around with the hats on, Lee jeans, Adidas, the shell tops with they no shoestrings. Jam Master Jay, you know, I mean, it was just, and that like I can listen to their whole albums, all their albums. I can listen to the whole thing, especially the King. I think it was the King of Rock, whatever album they had in '85. I think it was the King of Rock, Rock Box. I can listen to the whole joint, and it even had like rock music to it, and that shit still was the shit. I mean, I just show you, man, they was the shit, man. But you know what? As big as they was, motherfuckers don't talk about them. Unless it's like some award show or some shit. But it's not like, I don't know. I think it should be more to it than what I see. But I don't watch TV. But even when I was watching TV, you don't never see them, man. They might come and put their a little 2 cents on something. That's about it. You know, they should be revered. And I used to love the Fat Boys. Yes, I did. Yes, I did. I like the Fat Boys, man. They was the shit. And they had little skills. You know what I'm saying? LL. One of my favorite, when a DJ's cutting it up, one of my favorite ones to cut is Rock the Bells. That shit come in so hard. LL Cool J is hard as that's the shit, man. Woo! And then if somebody could cut that shit up, woo! But I would love to wake up. That would be my alarm clock. My God, I would love that shit. LL, baby. LL. Now, I know I got a hole in it. Yeah, so what? Hip hop, baby. Holes in your shirt. Hip hop. Hood, baby. Hood. Give a fuck. Hood. But anyway, it's an old shirt. So I'm in the house. Who cares? Because I know it's somebody like, this nigga got holes in his shirt. Give a fuck. Anyway. Yeah, LL. Come on, man. LL is one of my favorite rappers of all time, man. But now going into the 90s, like 93 and up, I ain't really care for him no more. Because then he got commercial. Started getting commercial, trying to be all doing all this shit. Like, come on, L. Come on, man. Come on, man. Stop. So I ain't really. He got too caught up. Got that Hollywood shit going. I was done with him. So from 85 to 93 is when I liked him. So the last song that I liked that he did was Pink Cookies in a Plastic Bag Being Crushed by Buildings. Both versions, remix and the regular. I like both. That was the last time I really was listening to him. Oh, and when he did 4321 with DMX, Redman, Cannabis. It was somebody else on that joint. I forgot. Was it Meth? I did like that too. Some people don't even know what I'm talking about. 4321. Fuck is that? Not a hip hop head. But so yeah, L, Fat Boys. I'm missing a lot of people. I used to like Roxanne Shante, the real Roxanne. I used to like UTFO. Not just Roxanne. I used to like You Cold Wanna Be With Me. I used to like that shit. I used to like the Skinny Boys. I used to like Robbie B from Philly, Rock the Go-Go. So everybody from Philly, if you remember Robbie B, Rock the Go-Go, you probably somebody like, huh? What was that? Steady B, yes. Yes, I know he's in jail. I know. He killed a cop. I know. I still like that nigga, man. Steady B, I used to listen to him like crazy, man. All his shit. I like Steady B. Yes, I know he was a cornball. I seen him get his ass whooped at the college fair near Children's Hospital back in the day. This was when I was in high school, so it had to be like 86, 87. I saw them roll on that nigga. It was like, he must have said something to somebody. Motherfucker, they rolled on him. I still liked him. I still like that nigga. That was my man. I love Steady B, man. That Steady B, Cool C. Yes. I like all them dudes. Schoolie D. Schoolie D is the first gangster hip hop artist. Don't be talking about no NWA. No, it's Schoolie D. And now I'm older. I'm not bragging about that. I'm not making it the shit. Gangster and all that bullshit. But he was. Schoolie D is my man. PSK is my favorite Schoolie D song. A lot of people say looking at Gucci Time, but nah, PSK, that was the shit, man. Let me see, where we at, 86? I gotta do this. KRS-One, Boogie Down Productions, D Nice, Miss Melody, Heather B, Harmony. That's Boogie Down Productions. But KRS-One, he's my favorite and greatest rapper of all time. KRS-One. Yes. Because he had a huge impact on my life. Because he's the one that got me started listening to Malcolm X. He got me being more aware about my culture. He got me more aware about me. He got me more aware about the system that we live under. He got me more aware about white supremacy. He got me more aware about the food I eat. Even though I didn't change the way I ate. But at least he planted a seed for later. And it manifested later. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what we need more of in music today. I'm about to stop because this shit about to run out. But you need some type of message in a music that you can absorb and take it in. I don't give a fuck if it's bad or good. No, I take that back. That was a stupid statement. We need more good messages in music so you can absorb it. That's what I meant to say. And that's what he did, man. Yes, he had a lot of everything. He had conscious rap, he had fucking gangster shit, he had party shit. The Bridge Is Over has got to be the greatest hip hop song of all time. I don't care what nobody say. Or at least the greatest party hip hop song. If you put that motherfucker on, if you don't get up, something wrong with you. When that shit first come on, you know the introduction. So I guess I gotta make a third part to this because now it's still a lot of people I'm missing, but Don't forget to like, share, subscribe.